Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Manor Lords, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our Complete Beginner's Guide. And now that we've got a little industry turned on, let's start making some more houses. So we're going to go to Building, Residential, Burgage Plots, and we want to put these in near the town center. And let's see, we have a well here, so these are pretty close. So if we can build something that's, approximating this, plot too small. Even with all that, huh? They can't. Yeah, it's too small. Doesn't work. Okay, then. We will not build there, but we can build here. Let's see. Yes. So if I build here, I get 2. Perfect. Do it. All right. So one is a double wide and one is a single. And that's fantastic. We're up to 215 wealth, 54% approval. We're building to house 19. All right, let's see how we're doing. 525 influence. That looks good. The field is growing some wheat. We're bringing in steel and clay, or iron and clay, rather. And over here, this was a tip that I was looking at that actually is kind of interesting. Let me slow it down and just talk about this. So we have our forester's hut. But what we can do, nobody is here, but we can go advanced and we can limit the work area. And what we can do is just make sure that we're planting trees that are nearby where they're getting firewood, so that the firewood, just never really falls off. However, we don't really need to limit it because not only we're not really planting trees, and I like that we took out these trees so we can expand our settlement that way. Because we have a food stall, the market is right here, so we could easily just put some burgage plots back here. And let's see here. We can plan for that. Yeah, we can just build a road. Well, I don't want to interrupt the manor too significantly. I wish I could just move this stable. Yes, this is better. So I'm going to move the stable to over here so that I can then have a road that will take us kind of back around here, and then we can put some burgage plots going around the church, basically, and use this area. So we already got a family that moved into the new burgage plot that we built, so that's pretty sweet. So we have 2 unassigned, so we're just going to leave that as is. We're up to 39 money. And by money, I mean treasury. And our regional wealth is at 219. What are we doing on... We have 39 or 32 iron. We have a ton of leather, which is pretty good, but we're going to need to keep that. I don't want to get crazy. Something you always have to do in games like this is balance. Okay, well, I do have all this surplus. It looks good, but, okay, we don't have actually, as much food as we'd like. And, we want to be sure, we have 15 roof tiles, that we have enough clothing and stuff to support any new burgages that we build. So the berries are really, really full, and I do have people on berries, right? Yeah. So something I might do... All of this looks pretty good. Another ruler's army was sighted. We can look where they are, and you can see that they're up here, which means they're probably going to take out this bandit camp, which would have been nice for us to take out. Something we want to be on the lookout for is if another bandit camp will pop up. Hopefully. Okay. Or if they leave that one behind and don't loot it, which would be really nice. We're almost to the point where we could afford something like that. Alright, so we're just waiting for them to move this stable. And there they go. Perfect. Alright, so the stable is done. So I'm going to take a family and I'm going to throw them onto the forager hut. Let's just get these... Ooh, the wild animals, not so good. Make sure that we get the berries picked. Alright. So if I look at food, you can see we have veg, berries, eggs. And I could start getting some more sheep if I wanted. But I think it might be fun to... we have one free family. Let's go ahead and make a tailor's workshop. Now wait, this is a double wide, so I don't want to do it. If I were to make this a tailor's workshop, you got to be careful. If you make this burgage plot right here a tailor's workshop, then 2 families will get taken out of the labor pool. This one is the one we want to do. It's only 1 family. Now that means nobody... I wonder if anybody can build that, or if the people at the house... Yeah, I think maybe the people at the house can build it themselves, even though there's not an unassigned family. They're working on it. And did it. Okay, so let's go to this, click on it, and we're going to go to General, and what do we want to make? Well, if we want to make gambesons, we need linen, which we don't have, but we can make cloaks with yarn and dye, and so let's switch over to this. We do have both of those things. We don't have a ton of dye, but we have enough to make some cloaks. And we also don't have a ton of yarn, but we can turn the wool into yarn. How are we doing on tools? Good. Okay, so I'm going to open the trading post, and let's go to trade, and let's go to crafting materials, no, commodities, tools, correct. So we're going to open up a tool trading route. Yep. And we will sell, we'll export tools with a surplus of 8. All right. Okay, so we can see... I'll speed it up. Let's watch and see if we can get some money coming in. And food, for that matter. Here come the berries. Getting a little bit of meat from hunting. How are we doing on processing the hides? There are no hides at all. So I can kick this family out of the tannery now that there's nothing to do. And we don't have... so I'm just going to get rid of that. Just see what they'll... See what kind of labor we can assign them to. Let me look at the rest of this. So honestly, we have the bloomery. This is doing a great job. Are we short on anything? No, but we're not particularly strong either. So what would I want to make? Industry. We could make a smithy. You know, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, okay, we need to make the weaver's workshop to make the yarn. I made a mistake about this. I apologize. I thought for some reason that they could process the yarn internally. They can't, with the profession. Like, it's because, for example, with the upgrade to the blacksmith here, they're able to just make tools. And they are making tools, right? Like, we're making tools right here with iron slabs. But you can also make a smithy. So I thought maybe that the people at the tailor's shop were going to be able to produce anything like cloaks by making wool into yarn, but that is not a thing. So I need to make yarn with the weaver's workshop. So we'll do that. So we'll just kind of put it... can we fit one here at all? Oh, there's got to be enough space. There it is. Yeah. Perfecto. So we will build roads. We can just have a road on each side. Good. You can see we're really taking out the trees pretty heavily, so we're going to start needing to plant them again.
This is heavier than it looks.
We're doing a good job collecting these berries. They're still growing in. All right. Approval is up. Got the weaver's workshop done, so I'm going to throw family into that. And then I'm going to look around. That's fine. Let's see if we can start making some yarn to then turn into cloaks. Cloaks will satisfy, like if we look at Burgage Plot 2 here, for example, a region is being claimed by the yellow player. Yeah, it's really distressing. I mean, this will satisfy this second slot. We could also make shoes by turning, I think you turn hides into shoes. So that's something we could do. We do have a goat pen. So we could make another goat pen and then turn someone into a cobbler making shoes. So another way for us to make treasury is to just upgrade these houses. So I think it's probably a good idea for us to just bump up some of these. Now, they're not getting 2 foods, which is a shame. But there's plenty of food available. It's just, I think, because they live so far away. We're up to 114 wealth, 45 treasury. Good. Looking good there. I'm going to check the map and see... I don't see any bandit camps right now. We'll have to wait for a notification of one. You can see the computer's army is just kind of moving around, being annoying. But it's not the right time yet. Okay, cool. We got another family coming in. Now we're at maximum cap here. Alright, so with that family, I'm going to put them on dying. I don't know how much dye we have. We're down to 9. We're taking the wool. We are producing yarn. And hopefully, cloaks will be made at some point. Now, from what I understand, what happens is, like, let's say I make a cloak and somebody takes it for their second clothing slot. That provides that need for them for a year. So they only need one cloak for the whole year, that family, or one piece of clothing. So you don't have to constantly make them. You need to make enough for each of your families for a year, and then you can do some work. Okay, policies available. Well, these are the same ones. Yeah, we don't need to have them fast or anything like that. They don't like taxation. Yeah, I understand. All right, we're up to 137. Good. Building up again. And we have 19 tools. So, looks like people aren't really buying our tools as much as I would hope. But we did sell a little bit more right there. Alright, so we have wool and we have dye and no cloaks, but did anybody take a cloak yet? We had to have made some, right? Maybe that was just a dream I had. Well, what you could do is just look for total. And we have 12 yarn. But you see how it's not in surplus? That means that they've claimed it and that they're using it. So if we go to the tailor shop, we should be able to see they have dyes here. And they're, theoretically producing this. How are we doing on roof tiles? We have 43. Okay. So people aren't buying those as much as I would hope either. Trading roof tiles. They still sell for 8. We'll take a desired surplus of 10. That's fine. But the reality is people just aren't buying them at the rate at which we'd like. So we could try to get some other stuff being sold. But they might come through and make a huge purchase. We're up to 190 money. It could happen. So now we have a ton of iron and a ton of clay. So what else can we do? So the clay furnace makes roof tiles. But what else can we do? We can go to industry. Can't really do that. We have that. We don't need that. Okay. We're finally getting a good amount of food with all these berries. I think it's time to probably start spending some cash. We're up to 55 on upgrading some of our plots. So this is chickens. This is vegetable. This is a single home. Oh, no, we could upgrade this, though, expand the living space, which we will do. And then this one, what do I want? Gosh. I'll grow vegetables. I just feel like we don't have enough to give people the two food that they need. All right. Good. And then, what do we want to do with this? Honestly, I'll take some chickens. Let's go. Eggs are actually kind of sticking around for us a bit as at least a second one. We have everything we need. We just need 3 burgage plots of level 3 to go up to a small town if we're interested. But we're going to just go nice and slow here. How's the marketplace? It's got 6 stall locations. You can see here at 100% fuel, supply and demand. Food variety, not good. Clothing, getting better. So, like, if I took... Yeah, so finally, they have 2 clothing. 2 clothing. Oh, this house is like... They took everything they need except for tavern. So we could actually almost upgrade this to level 3 once we get a tavern going. So that's something to consider once we get some more cash coming in. And you know what? Maybe let's just build the tavern so it's ready. Now remember, it doesn't have to be close to people. They just have to have access to it. So we could build a tavern, you know, down here by the windmill. Old Janky. Unassigned families needed for work, indeed. So I'm going to kick a family off of gathering berries. Yeah, we're almost done with that. So you did a good job of helping out, but we're good. How's this field doing? The fertility, you can see how it's going down to 25% because every month, I believe, that the seed is planted, it goes down by 2% or something like that. So it'll be fallow. It should build back up. So we're estimated to produce 21 in 39 days, which is actually really good. That's a lot. So I'm happy about that if that works out. We're finally up to 8 on food and fuel. I'm going to then start. We're up to 67 money. New mercenary camp. They are available to hire. As I look around, I don't see any bandit camps. They will give us a notification of that. Push T to go to the town center. And I think it's time to actually start trading for booze. So I'm going to go to commodities, and we will try to get in some ale. Now this requires a route. Ooh, we have to pay to open the route. So it's going to take us a second. Never mind. Oh, we have 2 free families now. Great. Because the other family moved in after that got completed. And what do we need done? I feel like if we don't have somebody at the Forester, it's going to start to destroy us after a while. So let's just get that going. Alright, they finished another food stall, which means I got more eggs in, at least. Building the tavern. Looking good. There it is. Sweet. So the tavern has been finished. What we want is to take... let's start upgrading some of these burgage plots. Oh, we had a timber? Oh, no, they need 2 food. Okay. Oh, we can move in a separate family here. Yeah, we will. So this burgage plot level 2, I think it's time for us to throw in... we have 17 hides, so we can make shoes. If we want, at a cobbler's workshop, we could also start making spears, though. You know what? Actually, no. Here's what we're going to do. I will... War bows are good. Just take a lot of planks. Helmets... But we need basic armor making. I'm going to go into shoes. And then I'm going to go to the blacksmith, which is over here. And we're going to go to general. And I think we have enough tools. Like, how many tools do I have? 29. So I'm going to focus instead on spears so that we can outfit our army. If I push V to open up our army, you can see we have 20 out of 36 militia, but we have equipment missing. We actually have 40 males. The issue is we just don't have enough weapons. So we're going to need to make shields, and we're going to need to make spears. And it's August. Is this the time? No, we need to harvest in September. So how we doing, field? I mean, it looks okay. All right. Cobbler shop done. So we have room for one more family, and we should start getting shoes in. The hides theoretically should disappear. I could turn on the tannery, but we're okay on just regular clothes with leather. I'd like to instead start using the hides to make shoes. Let me go to the cobbler shop, go to cobbler shop general, and yeah, there's no picking. You could see they're turning leather into shoes. Okay. So I thought you had to use hides, but we need to use leather. So we will then have to put a family at the tannery just to process some of these at some point, but that's okay. You can see this family is out here. They do have to spend time doing this, but they are plowing their vegetable patch, which is, you can see eventually we do get some vegetables. We have eggs. Okay. And we did get that extra family. And we're up to 80 money. So I will send the extra family over to the tannery. Let's go. Awesome. Look at our little town, huh? Looking great. It's September. So what does this mean? This means that the berries are almost done. And how many dyes do I have actually? 53, yeah. Okay, so the dyers, you did a great job. Turn it off. And somebody get down here. Let's go ahead and harvest this. Now, we need to harvest it but we can wait. I think I might wait for it to grow a little bit more. Well, it'll take them so long to pluck it off. Let's just get it done before it freezes. Awesome. Okay, so what we now have is we're harvesting our wheat and we're managing our labor, but we're doing a beautiful job of, like, you could see we've got all of these burgage plots built in. We've got now we have a tailor shop where we're making cloaks, and we have one spare cloak, and we have a pair of shoes because we have a cobbler shop. We are making tools and selling them, and then we also are going to be trying to get some spears together at our blacksmith. We have kind of started building up our food supply, and we're up to 21 families as we kind of just work on entrenching and fortifying ourselves so that we have enough money to really challenge this yellow player. It's scary how much of the map that they are claiming, but we're going to start trying to do our best to move over and claim our own squares, but we need to just get money and influence first. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.